Okay, according to a school survey conducted by teachers, 275 out of 500 students prefer the color red over the color yellow. What percentage of the students prefer the color yellow? Okay, this one is kind of tricky because it's telling us 275 out of 500 prefer the color red. What percentage of the students prefer the color yellow? So you have to do something first before you can figure out the percentage. Okay, so you know that there's 500 people. 275 prefer red. So that means my answer is going to give me yellow. Okay, so let's subtract. 10 minus 5 is 5. This was a 10, now it's a 9. 9 minus 7 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So now, this is what I am caring about. Now, is 225 my answer? No, not the answer. Now, will this be an answer choice? Yes, because they think that you're going to be tricked, but you're not going to be. What percentage prefer the color yellow? So now you're going to take 225 out of, what was my total? 500, and get this to a percentage. Now, can this be simplified? Absolutely. Would it be easier to simplify it first before we try to get it to a percentage? Sure. So do 225. Can't see what I'm doing over here. Divided by 25. Will it go in there? No. How many times will it go in there? Well, let's see. 4 would be 100. So 200 would be 8 plus 1 more would be 9. 9 times 5 is 45. Carry your 4. There's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So this is 9 over. Okay. Now, how many times will 25 go into 500? If you don't know, divide it out over here. There's no shame in dividing it out. That would be 2. 0. Now, am I just going to put my answer as 2? No, because 2 times 25 would be 50. What's 2 times 25 is 50. I'm trying to get to 500. You have to finish it out. You brought down a 0. So that's 9/20. Now, is that what the question is asking me? No. It's asking me for the percentage. Now get this to 100. What did you do to 20 to get 100? Times 5. What did I do to the bottom? Do it to the top. So what's my answer? 45 out of 100. That equals 0.45. Move the decimal 2 places and you get 45%. Everybody okay with that? Perfect. All right, let's see. Casey had a pizza party at her house. The strip diagram below shows the number of slices of pizza left after the party. Represent the number as an improper fraction and a simplified mixed number. Okay, improper fraction means that my numerator is bigger than my denominator. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 ninths. Okay, here's a ninth, here's a ninth, here's a ninth. There's 12 of them. Okay, 12 ninths is an improper fraction. Now it says to represent it as a simplified mixed number. Well, 12 divided by 9. How many times will 9 go into 12? Once. 1 and 3/9. Now, it says simplified. So what's my answer? 1 and 1/3. Improper fraction, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Okay, to get rid of it, you just have to divide. This tells me 12 divided by 9. Okay? Omar is at the South Plains Fair and has exactly $20 and wants to purchase a Texas Longhorn baseball cap for $18. What percent of money will Omar spend on this purchase? Okay, So he has $20 and he's going to spend $18. He's going to spend almost all of it, right? That's almost 100%. So let's see what we get here. Draw a percent bar. How much money did he start out with? $20. So that has to equal 20. And what is our percentage always? 100%. Now, is 20 divisible by 10? Yes. Is 100 divisible by 10? Yes. So let's split this up into 10 pieces. I didn't do terrible. So what's 100 divided by 10? 10, so there's 10% down here. Okay, and what's 20? Because it's like you have $20 and you need to split it up amongst 10 different things. So what's 20 divided by 10? 2. So that means each box is going to get 2%. So how much money was Omar going to spend? $18. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So I need all of this. This would be $18. What percentage is this? 90%. Didn't he spend almost all of it? He had $20 and he spent 18 of it. So it totally makes sense that he had almost spent 100% of his money. Okay, there are 30 students in Mr. Kennedy's 4th period art class. 20 of the students in his class rode the bus home today. The rest of them walked home. Represent the students that rode the bus home and the percentage of students that walked home. So I have bus and walked. Okay? How many total students are there? Total. There are 30 total students. I'm getting this information right here. 20 of the students rode the bus. So 20 rode the bus. So how many walked? There's 30 total and 20 rode the bus, then that means 10 walked. Represents the students that rode the bus home and the percentage of students that walked home. So the bus would be 20 out of 30, which that simplifies to 2/3. Walked would be 10 out of 30, which that simplifies to 1/3. Remember, this is 0.6 repeating. This is 0.3 repeating. It'll go on forever. So this, you should memorize it, 66 and 2/3%. This is 33 and 1/3%. You should have that memorized. Tomorrow on your test, you will get an even number. It won't be a repeating decimal. It'll just be a regular decimal that terminates. The student council at LCMS has 36 grade members. Only 60% of the LCMS STUCO attended Saturday afternoon meetings. Use the number line to determine the number of students who will attend Saturday's meeting. Okay, so they have given you a number line, and I personally think that the number line is confusing. So if you want to use it, you can. I don't want to use that. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to make a percent bar, which this is exactly like a percent bar, except they have counted this as ones. So that means you would need to figure out the scale of each little, not tally, but interval for this. And that's to me, that's too confusing. So we don't want to do that. We know that there are 30 members here and only 60% showed up. Okay. Now, is 30 divisible by 10? Yes. Is 100 divisible by 10? Yes. So just split this whole thing up. Okay, so this is going to be 10 each. Okay, what's 30 divided by 10? 3. How many? There were 30 total. So if I added all that up, I get 30. Only 60% of them showed up. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I only care about this percentage right here. This right here is 60%. Well, what is 3 times 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's 3 times 6? 18? Now, does it make sense that my number is higher than 50%? Yeah, 50% would be 15 students would be half, right? And look, I was looking for a little bit more than half. My answer was 18, so 18 students. I'm telling you, if you will use that half benchmark to kind of check and see if your answer makes sense, you will probably automatically get to mark some off. Shade 52% of the model below. Convert to a simplified fraction in a decimal first. Okay, we've been doing this and doing this and doing this and doing this. 52% would be what? 52 hundredths. Okay, 52%. Mark off the percent sign. Move the decimal 2 places to the left. 52 hundredths can be simplified by 4, I believe. Is 52 divisible by 4? I think so. Let me see. Yes. 13/25. All right, so what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you need 5 of those. Of course, you would color much nicer than Miss Gentry is coloring. 52 hundredths. Sound good? All right, last one. Okay, it says place these numbers in the correct section on the Venn diagram. Now, some of them can be in more than one place, okay? So let's just talk about which one it would go in first. Okay, this is a counting number. 8 would go in here. What about 0? 0 is not a natural number, so it's going to start off in here. It's a whole number. -42, that is an integer. That's a positive and negative whole number. Now, all of these right here, rational numbers. A rational number is any number that can be written as a fraction, including improper fractions. Okay, so integer, positive and negative whole numbers. Whole numbers, they're just positive numbers including 0. A rational number, any number that can be written as a fraction. Okay, boys and girls, you're going to do great on this test. You need to be studying. You need to be really paying attention to what's going on. Make sure you are reading and answering the question that is being asked. Okay, have a great day.